How's it going, everyone? As always, my name is Jimmy Champagne, and if you like monsters, slashers, or pretty much any movie that came out in the 1980s, this is the channel for you. Today I am not here to talk about horror news because if you haven't noticed, there hasn't been a lot of slasher news out there. I am here today to announce a brand new channel called Real Ones. If I had to boil Real Ones down to one sentence, it would be that it's a channel where you're going to hear stories about your favorite movies, your favorite directors, your favorite producers that you have never heard before, and I can guarantee that. The first video is available now, and of course it had to be about John Carpenter, a guy who's known as the master of horror, but never really got the recognition he deserved after he made Halloween, which we all know became a $1 billion franchise. I am really proud of the work I did on this video and the subsequent videos that I have been toiling away on since May of this year, and I think you're going to like them too, so please do me a favor and check out the channel. That's the announcement out of the way, so I feel like I gotta tell you guys why I'm starting another YouTube channel. I've had this channel since 2015 when I graduated college, and ever since I started it, I've been trying to find a way to talk about horror movies that's a little bit different than everyone else. If you've been watching for a long time, I'm sure you remember the video I uploaded about why it was a good decision to get rid of Halloween 2 in the Halloween 2018 canon. That video completely took off, so I made another Halloween video and people showed up. So I made another Halloween video and people showed up. And then suddenly everyone on YouTube with a horror channel was doing news videos related to Halloween. And yeah, I am taking credit for that. But of course, the entire time I was doing news updates on Halloween, I had this thought in my mind that of course they were probably going to do 3 movies and then there was going to be a long time without Halloween videos for a while. So I started talking about Friday the 13th because that was spinning up with the game and rumors of a new movie, and that worked. And then I heard rumors about a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, so I made a video about that and it worked. But if I ever went outside that 80s slasher zone, YouTube would basically refuse to show you guys, the subscribers of my channel, those videos. And then I was talking to my friend one day who knows a lot more about YouTube than me, and he told me that YouTube puts you into buckets. So once you have a video hit, if you keep making videos that are similar to it, it is nearly impossible to break out of where the algorithm places you. But I'm just built different. I don't like following the rules. I don't like taking advice. So I tried to make videos like the ones I make on Real Ones, where, you know, I did Is Terrifier Really That Bad way back? I did a video breaking down the Blair Witch Project. I did the One Good Scare video reviews for every movie in the Halloween franchise leading up to the release of Halloween 2018. And they did pretty well if YouTube would show them to you guys. And as it turns out, my friend was right. I should have listened to him because YouTube ended up showing those videos to 1% of my audience, but the people who clicked on those videos would watch pretty much the entire thing because I can see that data. I can see how long people watch a video, and unlike my Halloween videos, which would get around half to 70% of the video watched by you guys, the videos where I would break down stories about movies would get like 80, 90, sometimes 95% retention. So I was like, I'm doing this, it's working, but it's just not in the right place. And it was right around then that I started my other channels, PS Ready and Deck Ready, and unfortunately for this channel, and you know, the fact that I need to pay bills, those channels took off and they basically sapped away all my time. But in the 3 or 4 years that I've been working on those channels, I've been consistently feeling the pull to go back to what I actually want to make, which is the videos telling people stories about movies. So I've thought about different ways to do this over the years. I've come down to like not wanting to do a channel where I recap the movie's plot because I hate that. I don't like videos like that because I'd rather just watch the movie at the end of the day. I didn't want to do a video where I ranked movies in a franchise because again, I feel like there's too many people doing that already, and you don't need to hear my ranking of Halloween because you've seen everyone else's. I didn't want to do the classic list channel where I'm like reviewing new movies on Netflix or Shudder, or ranking movies on Netflix or Shudder, or telling you what new movies are out. And then one night I was at the bar with my friend Jake Baldino, who runs Game Ranks, and I was kind of just like him and hawing, saying that I want to make a channel like this about telling stories about directors. And I started telling him all about how Kanye West discovered Fede Alvarez. And when I was done with the story, he was like, that's your angle. Tell the stories that are all just jammed in your head that you're always telling at the bar. So I talked to my friend Matt, the guy I talked about earlier who knows everything about YouTube, just like, is this gonna work? Is this worth doing? And he was like, yeah, man, you know so much about movies. You should definitely try it and see if it's sustainable. Just get writing. So I spent all of June, all of July, all of August, and all of September just writing. I got a bunch of scripts done, and then I started making the videos, and it's just so much fun. It's what I've been wanting to do for like the past decade or so of being on YouTube. And I gotta be real, I'm really nervous. You know, I feel like a big reason why I've never made a channel like this or really never committed to making videos like this is because it's like the one thing I've always wanted to do that I'm scared no one will watch. So if no one watches these videos, I'm gonna leave this video up and feel really dumb and hopeless or whatever. But part of that, all jokes aside, is that with this channel, I pulled out all the stops. I did literally everything I possibly could to make these videos the best I could possibly make them. They're not gonna waste your time. It's not a bunch of filler. It's not stuff that you've seen on YouTube before. And I gotta be real, despite the fact that I did literally everything I could behind the scenes to give this the best shot at working. So in a month, if it doesn't work, I'm not like, what if I did this? And then I try something and just go down that endless hamster wheel. I am really excited about it. And I was in Sleepy Hollow with Jake, with my wife, with his wife over the weekend, and we bought t-shirts. Like I bought this t-shirt in Sleepy Hollow. And if you bought a t-shirt from this booth, they would give you a tarot card pull. You could reach your hand in a big bucket and pull out a tarot card. So my wife pulls hers first. And right now she's going through some like turmoil at her job where she doesn't know if she's in the right spot, blah, blah, blah. And the card she pulls basically was like, stay on the path you're on, you're doing the right thing. And I was like, that's weird. And then Jake's wife pulled one out and it was like, you're a great person, you're a good friend, you're just a nice person to be around. And I can confirm that Jake Baldino's wife is all of those things. And I was like, wow, it's like 2 for 2. And then I pull one and it's the sun. I get the sun. It's this card with a ribbon on it. And the sun is like, you're trying something new right now and you're worried about it, but it's something you really care about. So it's going to work out. I'm heavily paraphrasing what the thing said because I'm not about to read you from my phone, the Sun Arcana description. But the gist of it was that you're trying something new right now and it's probably going to work out. And then, you know, I didn't immediately feel better, if I'm being honest. I was like, this is probably all fake, but it just made me feel a little bit better about the entire situation. So yeah, the Sun Arcana, I'm going to frame this regardless of if the channel works or not. I feel like this was, you know, meant to be in some way. So yeah, the long and short of it is I've been making YouTube videos a long time. I'm blessed to have it as my career. I've met some of my best friends doing it, but this whole time, while it is extremely nice to have successful YouTube channels, there's always been a channel I've wanted to make, and it is Real Ones. And if you want to check it out, it's linked in the description. It's in the pinned comment, but if you're just that old school type of person who likes typing in links to your web browser, you can head to youtube.com/@Real Ones, but there's 3 E's in Real Ones because there's a dead channel out there who got the @RealOnes name. So I had to add an E. I'm sorry. But yeah, wrapping things up, I've definitely said it before on this channel because I like thanking people for doing nice things for me, and you watched my videos, which is an incredibly nice thing to do. And because of this channel, I have a career on YouTube. I got my job editing for Austin Evans that I had for 5 years because I had videos on this channel that were edited well. I got my channel PS Ready and Deck Ready all set up through the subsequent company I worked for with my friend Matt. And then on the side, I have a business where I make thumbnails for people. So I make thumbnails for Jake Baldino's personal channel, every single one. I've made thumbnails for GameSpot, the website, which is crazy. I made thumbnails for SkillUp, the huge gaming YouTuber. I make thumbnails for Last Stand Media and all of their podcasts right now. None of that would have happened if you did not watch the video that I put up called Why Halloween 2 Shouldn't Exist in This Timeline. So if you're one of those people way back when I uploaded that, you deserve the biggest thank you of all, except for the people who kept watching after that. They deserve the real biggest thank you of all. So yeah, if you sat through this video, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. But what the hell are you doing? Go in the description, click the Real Ones link, and check out the first video. The second one is about the Blair Witch Project and how, despite being integral to the movie's success and being the ones who filmed the movie and lend their likeness and names and everything to it, the cast only made $10,000 and have never seen a dime of that movie's success, and that really sucks. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you in today's video. As always, my name is Jimmy Champagne. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and shape on.